Hello, it's me, Pyramid Head from Dead by Daylight, and welcome back to Bolaslop. Yeah, more talk time. I am going today talk about the chaos stuff for Warhammer that's been revealed in the last few months. Because we got a pretty big reveal yesterday that I'm recording, and it's really cool, kind of. So yeah. Yeah, Warhammer, big scary guys. Woo. I'm going to be talking about the Chaos Space Marine stuff that's been revealed and is coming out soon-ish. TM. It's mad. So they started off 2025 with like, oh, this is the year of chaos, and then we got fuck all chaos stuff apart from Emperor's Children, and then they're like, here's some chaos stuff. Here's some, like, they released 4 or 5 things of chaos near the end, like a year after they said they were going to. Which is very funny. Yeah, so first was revealed Huron Blackheart and the Masters of the Maelstrom. Huron Blackheart is like a Space Marine guy who didn't want to pay his taxes, so he rebelled. They're not Chaos people. They're more the Renegade part. They're like space pirates, but not Dark Eldar, so better in all ways. So you have Huron himself and his little homunculus guy beside him. He has a bit of an ugly face and a big cyberclaw hand. He's kind of cool. I like the look of him, except the head. So you'd probably have to. If I was getting him, I'd swap the head out. The thing is, though, I like Chaos Space Marines, but painting the trim is really bad. It sucks because most people have unsteady hands. I have unsteady hands, and painting the trim is just a pain in the hole, because then you'll have to go over it in the base colour, and when you're highlighting you can mess it up again. It's just really annoying. But there's something that these guys have, which I'll talk about in a second. After Huron himself, he has like a medic guy who's like stamping on a dying Space Marine and taking his balls, or his gene seed, which is in his balls, like an evil medic, and that's pretty cool. He looks a bit sadistic. He has fuck all trim, and most of them don't seem to have trim, which is good. It makes it easier painting these Space Marines, and because they're not getting any support from anyone, all their armor is like scavenged over the years, so it's like a mixed match of different marks of Space Marine armor. Next is the Master of Executions guy, who has a skull helmet. Yeah, looks kind of cool. Like, whatever. There's like a Psyker guy. I think this is probably the best looking Space Marine Psyker out of all of them. Like, he has like a bit of the occult stuff with like the ram heads on his back and on his shoulder, and he has like a wizard staff, and he has a very unique helmet. I've never seen that helmet before. He gives off wizard more than the other. Then we have regular human. She's just like the captain of the fleets, like the head captain person. So she has a peg leg as well, which is very funny because they're pirates. And then we have Dog Soldier and Lizard Soldier, and it's very, very funny that the Chaos Space Marines got a Xenos auxiliary unit before Tau, which is all about Xenos auxiliary, which is very funny. It's a big middle finger to all the Tau people. Aside from that, I think no, that's just Traitor Guardsmen. They also have a unit of regular guys called Red Corsair Raider, and they're like super edgy with their comb over hair and stuff. It's mostly like pouches, and it's like, again, mix match your Space Marine armor. They look pretty cool. They have a lot of capes and stuff. It's going very like Stormcast with the capes, because they're covered in them. I'd be more inclined to paint these guys than I would regular CSM. Because painting all that trim is a pain in the hole. I had Khorne Berserkers that I painted recently, and doing all that trim was just... but these guys look pretty cool. They also have a new captain, a Reeve captain, with his tactical rock and his cape. He's just a regular Space Marine with a cape. Yeah, he looks fine, I guess. It's whatever. And they have the upgrade sprue, where it's, hey, do you want to turn your regular Space Marines into Corsairs? Here's the upgrade sprue, whatever. They're fake value. So Red Corsairs getting stuff was pretty cool and kind of surprising, but what I was really interested in was the Iron Warriors stuff, because I love like the what do you call it? The metal and flesh part. What's that word? Flesh horror, body horror, like techno body horror. I think that's. And we got some like silhouettes at the end of the show that they showed these off in, and we saw an Iron Warrior guy, and people were like, "Oh, it's Perturabo, guys, it's Perturabo. Oh my God, we're getting Perturabo. Oh no," and it's just a named Warpsmith for the Iron Warriors, and people were like, "Oh, okay." Karavac Moore, cool man. He's fine. He's whatever. But all interest for me was lost. Also, there's the Iron Warrior upgrade sprue where they get different helmets and shoulder pads and whatever. Who cares? Yeah, it's kind of sad that it's just named guy, but you know. And then they revealed 2 more, not demon engines. There was a lot of like speculation that we were going to get a new Defiler, a new Hellbrute, and then some demon engine stuff. We didn't. Oh, we did. We didn't get the demon engine stuff or the Hellbrute stuff yet. There may be more teased, but I think everything that was teased was revealed. We got Mutilators, which are the melee version of the Obliterators. So people who have the Technovirus injected inside them, and they're like fused to their armor. They look good. I like them, but I don't know. I like how their hands are literally just blobs of flesh with like metal shoved inside of it. And like that, there you go. That's your weapon. Actually, the more I look at them, the more I like to look at them. I think they're really cool actually, now that I think of it. They don't seem very dynamic customization wise. Like it seems to be 3 poses and you swap out the weapons like the Storm Fiends for scale. But they seem pretty cool. And then the last thing revealed was a new Defiler. Oh my God, the crab tank. I don't really like the look of it. I mean, I kind of do. I preferred the very boxy and rigid look of the original Defiler, but this one looks cool. There seems to be a shitload of different weapon options and different helmet options for the different god legions, like the mono god legions. And based on like the size of the model, he seems to be pretty big. And I've seen some people speculate if he'll get like the Titanic keyword because of how large it is. Like it's a fucking scorpion tank. I'm not a fan of how much flesh is in the lower body. I've seen some people do photoshops to make it like pure mechanical or pure armored, and then like have the flesh at the upper top. I like that. I don't like the how much flesh is exposed in the lower body. But that's just me. I think I'd like kit bash it a bit and put some armor plates on it, but it looks super cool. Oh my God, how much fucking time is that? Wowzers. Yeah, that's all the chaos stuff. I think they revealed there was like some Prince Uriel for the Eldar, who's just some guy. He like protected his craft world against the Tyranids, so he's just kind of some guy. He's just a guy. They did releases, for a Lumineth the Realm Lord, and a Disciples of Tzeentch, and it's like a single model for each of them. It's okay, I guess. Like it's fine. I was hoping Tzeentch was gonna get some cool stuff because they're acolytes. I was hoping the demons would get a remaster or a remodeling, because I love the idea of demons, but they're very boring and very ugly. Like, for Horrors of Tzeentch, the current plastic ones are okay, and then you look at the old metal ones and you're like, holy fucking shit. Like, it was such a downgrade. I've also built Flamers and Blood Letters, the standard foot troop, and building and painting those things was a horrible experience. So I was hoping that like Tzeentch would get like a horror and a flamer remodel or reskull. No, it just got a guy, and then they released the Battle Force, which was just horrors and flamers and a Lord of Change. But the Lord of Change is fine. They revealed some new terrain as well, and the Tzeentch terrain looks really, really good. For Lumineth, they don't get like their high elves, whatever. Magakin of Nurgle got a load of releases recently, and they look amazing. The Festus glow up was so cool. I was not on a Nurgle. I wasn't interested in Nurgle at all. And then over time, it just became more and more interesting. Yeah, that's it. I've been Pyramid Head. Bye.